Hi, welcome to the first part of our EQA app series, the EQA app overview. A few things before I get started that I wanted to note. So this app is in Quickbase. You may not yet be familiar with Quickbase, but you'll definitely be hearing about these apps soon. There are three main apps that we'll be sharing with the teams in the very short coming months. One is the Document Library app. The Document Library app will be a library of all in-lab SOPs and in-lab mops that are for your site team. So it's going to be a one-stop shop for you to be able to go in and access any SOP or mop that is there. There will also be the additional function if you have certain documents that are also needed for your site team, such as for Africos, there's Africos appendices. You'll be able to go into the document library and view and print any of these documents. In addition, we have also made a whole site document library if you would like to use it, where you can upload your SOPs, your verification, validation plans, CAPAs, anything that we think that may be something that you could use or utilize. But a lot more information is coming about this document library very soon. The second big app is the supply management. This is a very big, comprehensive and robust inventory management system, which includes many different functions such as reorder alerts, expiry alerts, the inventory management tracking, and it's really something that we're also very excited to share with you, and more details are coming soon. If you don't want to use the inventory management app, you can of course continue with your other processes. We just hope that this is a tool that we would like to share with you in case it may be of benefit for you. In the future with the supply management, this will be how you request products through MHRP, but more information is coming very soon on that. And then the one I am most excited about is the EQA app. So when you log into Quickbase, you'll see your My App screen. And once I've gone through the training, the live Zoom training with you, we will share your access to this app, and you'll see it at that time. So when you log into Quickbase, you'll select your EQA app. This will bring you to a site dashboard. To note, I'm currently testing as a training user. So my site team, my lab team is training. So I will only see EQA panels and results that are with my current lab. So that would be my training lab. So for you, you will only see any EQA results that you upload into the system that are for your site team. So on the site dashboard, you'll see 4 sections. You'll see the quick buttons, you'll see add new results, you'll see all results table, and then down here we'll see an investigation required table. The all results table is a comprehensive listing of all results that are in the system from your EQAs, whether the result is created, completed, in progress, or pending investigation. So when you look at your all results table, you'll see a record ID. The record ID is not necessarily sequential, as this is something that applies for all teams. However, the record ID will be specific to your site. So there will never be another record ID of 120, as this is currently assigned to the training site. I just wanted to note that just in case you noticed that there wasn't sequential values. The site will be your lab name. The year will be the year of the panel. Provider name will be your EQA provider. Panel will be the name of the panel. Module code will be the assigned module code from the EQA provider. Sequence will be the sequence that is given by the EQA provider or the number within that series. So for example, for CAP sequences are typically A, B, and C. So you'll see sequences A, B, and C. Investigation required and number of analytes flagged. These 2 fields are automatically generated when you put a result in. So if you have a challenge on one of your analytes, this investigation will automatically appear along with how many analytes were problematic. Investigation complete date is a field that you'll maintain, and once you close out your investigation, you'll be able to note what date that investigation was resolved. I think this is going to be an incredible function for the quality managers and the lab managers, who they'll be able to easily look in a system and say, okay, I have a pending investigation and it's still overdue. I need to follow up on that, or maybe I need to review the CAPA, maybe, the lab director, this is pending with the lab director for review. There will be many different ways I think that this is something that could be utilized for your team, and also really create a one-stop shop for all of the teams who would be able to have access to this. Result status. As you can see, there are 4 types of result statuses. There are created, completed, pending investigation, and in progress. So created means that I have added the panel and the sequence to the application, but I have yet to receive results. So essentially this is a placeholder that says this is a EQA panel that will be coming at a certain point, and it's already in the system. Pending investigation means I've entered my results and I have a challenge on one or more of my analytes. In progress means that I have entered some results. I may or may not have challenges on an analyte, but the result entry is yet to be completed. And then completed means all results have been entered and there are no problem analytes, or there are problem analytes, all results have been entered, and the investigation has been completed. And then we have a View Analytes button. So if I would select here, I'm going to select this Rapid HIV panel that is pending investigation. And just to note again, there will be additional training videos that are incorporated in this YouTube section, and I will go into more detail for that, for any of these functions. So I will select on this pending investigation Rapid HIV panel. As you can see here, I have information that we've already added. So this is a Rapid HIV panel. It was sequence A, the year of the panel, when it was shipped and when it was due. And I have a comment that I added where I received something out of temp. So this is a great help if I have to do a CAPA, if I have a problem analyte. We already know in one-stop shop that this was received out of temp. And I also have this analyte section down here at the bottom. So these are the results that you'll enter. So there are 4 types of result entry. The most common will be percentage, and it's very, very quick to enter, and I'll briefly go over that with you in this overview video, but there will be another video that will go into more details. So the percentage will be the overall percent correct. So if you have a panel with 5 members, and 4 of your 5 members passed, and you had 1 that failed, it would be an 80% pass rate. So, but here you have an investigation required. We have an investigation that's still due, and so it still says pending investigation. So I'm going to go back to this home screen, and we're going to look at result number 138. And I'm going to show you the View Analytes function. So here we're looking at this record ID 138, our panel, module code, and I'm going to click View Analytes. This is going to tell you your analyte by result. So it's a very quick way to see the anti-HIV one had a 50%, and then there was an investigation required. I'm going to go back to the home screen. Now this pending investigation is also captured one more place, this investigation required. This table is by analyte and not by panel. So as you can see, we have our panel, the Rapid HIV, our module code, our sequence. The analyte name is HIV1, and our result was 50%. There are no comments and investigations required. So anything that has an investigation required will stay on our investigation required table until you resolve your investigation and give it a closeout date. As you can see, the specimen code is missing here, and that's because this is a percentage type and it's an overall summary. And so it's not done by specimen codes. For something like a flow panel is done by specimen because it's important to see the qualitative and the quantitative results. I can just take a peek at this flow panel here. So this is FLA, flow cytometry. So let's see, we have a flow cytometry here, and I'm going to look at this one, this FLA, pending investigation. So again, there's two ways to look at the data. We can select the full line, and it will tell you specimen 1, FLA 1 was unsatisfactory and it was low. And then specimen 2, FLA 2 was unsatisfactory and it was low. Alternatively, we could look at this record by our View Analytes button. And this is all of the analytes within that panel, and it's a very easy way to see what was successful and what was unsatisfactory within that panel. I'm going to go back to the home screen. You can see at the top here, there are a lot of quick buttons, and then there's an add new result. One of the things that I think I always have a question is how quick and how efficiently may I be able to enter results? So I'm going to select add new result. So I select that button, and that's going to immediately take me to another screen. So what we can do is we can add a panel. Let's go ahead and add something. Let's do that rapid HIV again. Our provider will be CAP. Our site is training because my lab is the training lab. The module code is going to be AHIV. We're going to say it's sequence A. We'll say this is the years 2020, the ship date, say it arrived today and it was due today, and there were no comments. From here, I'm going to click Save and Close. And you see my results status change to created. If I select Edit, what I can do is now I can go in my associated documents and my results received. If I want to upload all of my EQA panel results, I can do so very easily by selecting Browse and then by selecting whatever document that I want. Let's just go ahead and say this is the name of our panel that we've received. We've received the results. An analyzer. So if an analyzer should be recorded, we can easily do so. So say something for example, the flow cytometry. You have a fax count. You can have your fax count noted here so that you're able to visualize what analyzer was used. Now for your results, we're going to say that all of these were successful. I've looked at my EQA report and everything was 100%. As you can see, as I enter my percent result, it goes from in progress to completed. Let's say something was unsuccessful. Say this first analyte, this first result did not go optimally. I can put my true value in, say we had one that was failed, and I can say that this was low. I know that this is not a true comment for a rapid HIV panel, but I just wanted to show you that there are comments. And as you can see, an investigation required automatically populated. Let me just get rid of this comment since it's not a true comment for this panel type. You can click Save and Close. As you can see now, this pending investigation has once again populated. This pending investigation for result record 156, if I go back to my home screen, will be in my my investigation required table at 80%. And it will also be here in my all results table with a pending investigation. If I wanted to close this investigation, it can very easily be done. But one thing I'd like to just quickly point out is now this associated document is permanently there. So if you want to at any point in the future or somebody to come and review these, you will have that full one-stop record that includes your panel information, the panel itself, panel results itself, the results that are noted here, and then if an investigation is required, it will be noted here. So to close out an investigation, we can select Edit, and then we can say that I've reviewed it. Say we wanted to add this here, the site response, this was the due date, and the investigation complete date was also the 13th. When I add this date, the investigation completed will automatically check mark. We can also add our investigation report by selecting the applicable file. I'm going to click Save and Close. And as you can see now, this is a completed record. One of the things that I want to show here is in this investigation report, you have a clock. This is the version history. I can upload multiple versions of a CAPA or an investigation report, and the most current version will be at the top. So if you want to use this to share with your lab director, say your lab director is out of town, or they're not directly working with you at current time, or they're not able to be at the lab, or they're at the lab and you would just like the version history, what you can do is maybe the quality manager would be able to upload the investigation report, note the site response date as this is the date that it was uploaded. The lab director would be able to review your investigation and then upload a new version and then note that the investigation is complete. This, of course, is just a general idea, but just to show you that there are many different ways that this, this version history might be able to be used. So if I go back to the home screen, I'm going to show you some of my other favorite buttons. These are the quick buttons. These are all going to bring you to filterable comprehensive tables, which are really amazing. So we have the results list. This will bring you to the same set of information that you saw on that all results table on the site dashboard. This has the additional functionality where you can filter your results. So for example, say I only want to look at rapid HIV. I can select rapid HIV very quickly and very easily, and all of the rapid HIV results from the different surveys will be noted here. So you can see we've had one pending investigation, but all others have been successful. No others have been successful. They're all completed, but we have had multiple challenges. So this might be something that will help you with getting into the details and possibly determining what could have happened as you have a very good historical information. Once again, you can select any of these records. You can click on the line and it will bring you to this results table that you're familiar with. Oops, I'm sorry, I meant to just hit the back button. Go back to the results list, and I'm going to sort again by rapid HIV. I can also once again click that View Analytes button, which will bring you to the detailed analytes for that panel. I'm going to go back to our home screen. Results in progress. So in progress again means that you have started the data entry, the result entry, but you haven't yet finished. So if something's not quite finished, this is just a quick button way for you to see where something could be. So this results in progress, again, I can select on that result and I can look down and I can see what is still overdue. I can easily see here that results are still need to be entered for the rest of this flow cytometry panel as these are still in progress. I go back to our home screen. We can go to the master report. The master report is immediately filterable based on your provider. So I'm going to choose our provider is CAP and then display report. So this is going to bring up all of the CAP panels by analyte. So if I only want to look at CD3, let's see, what is one that we can look at? Let's look at these NK cells. So we can look and see overall from 2019, 2020 sequence A, and then 2020 sequence C, the NK cells have all been satisfactory or not done or in progress. So this is something that will give you an ability to easily see how that analyte has happened and been historically. If I go back to the home screen, you can select the master report site raw data. This is not something that has been broken down by provider. It is done just overall by all analytes that you may enter. However, your filterable function immediately allows you to filter based on your panel name. So I'm going to select flow cytometry again, and we'll go ahead and do the NK cells once again. Oh, this is absolute instead this time. But just again give you the site report. So this is your satisfactory. These two were in progress. The results had not been entered. Gives you by specimen name, and then of course your analyte name. One of the great things is if I select more, I can save this as a spreadsheet. And you can do this if you want to do additional metrics. So as you can see, my results came through, the status, if an investigation is required, any quantitative or qualitative results. Another item that we can do is we can print. So if you want to be able to just add this into your quality management minutes, you can do so in several different ways. I'm going to go back to the home screen. So just so you're aware, each one of these tables you can print and download the spreadsheet. Not all of the spreadsheets will look optimized. And what I mean by that is if you go to this master report, I'm going to select the master report and display report again. I'm going to select them more and I'm going to save it as a spreadsheet. And I know I'm kind of going a little bit fast here. So we're just resaving, but under a different table type. As you can see here, column N, the result did not come through appropriately. And that is just a way that this Quickbase system works. So the master site report raw data is your ideal spreadsheet source. So if I go back again to home, pending investigation. This pending investigation button will bring you to all of your pending investigations. So anybody can go in here and look to see what investigations are pending. You'll be able to select either directly again on that panel survey sequence and go into your details in your detailed information. Or I can select the view analytes if I would just like it to be by analyte and see the analyte information. Or I can look by filter, which is here. Again, we can just do flow cytometry and only your flow cytometry panel will show. And last, completed investigations. So these are all investigations that have been completed. You'll be able to quickly access your investigation report. I can just select that investigation report and it will immediately take me to my download field. I can select on that record and it will bring me to the information, the detailed information. Or I can select on view analytes and it will bring me again to that view analytes by result. I can also easily filter and only look at one panel name, sequence, module code, year, and see a full data set. So I know that was a very, very fast and very brief overview of all of the functions within the EQA app. Thank you so much for listening through this training and overview video. I hope that you find this to be a good tool and resourceful time for you and a way to easily visualize any EQA data. If you have any questions, please do let us know. Thanks.